All right, now to Aftershock co-author Bob Wiedemer on why he thinks this isn't overdone. Contrary to what you just heard, it's only the beginning. Why do you say it's only the beginning, Bob?
Well, Neil, I think it's pretty straightforward. In my view, we've really just been in a suspended recession since 2009. After a bubble economy popped, 2008, 2009, the government went in and did massive borrowing, fiscal stimulus. They did massive money printing, monetary stimulus, and that's really suspended the recession. What you're seeing right now with S&P is some of the early reactions or problems that those actions caused. And I think what we're going to find is what we're really doing is we're unmasking the real economy that's always been there, that's simply been, we've been able to overlook via all this stimulus.
All right, so by your math, how much further do we have to go?
Well, I think, honestly, we've got a little ways to go because I think the Federal Reserve's got their finger on the printing press. I think they're going to use it one more time, at least, and I think it will have an effect on the stock market.
So you think, like, if the Fed will do this quantitative easing?
Some version of it.
Wow.
I would say QE3 is coming.
Wow.
Certainly if this market goes below 10,000, I think there's a really good chance. Okay, we should just explain.
Well, most people know what this is now because they've been so bored to death on it. But quantitative easing is when the Fed comes in the market, starts scooping up notes, bonds, and securities, keeps rates down, keeps cash flowing. Will it do the job? What do you think?
I think it'll do the job on the stock market. I mean, remember how well it worked in 2010, right? Just announcing it in August, made the stock market soar. So I think it'll work one more time. I think if the market goes down again after this, just like it did this year, and I think it will, I think that fourth time is going to be the tough one for the Federal Reserve in terms of printing money and boosting the stock market.
Yeah, but and you follow this so well, Bob, and you've been right on so many key trends. I just wonder if you keep going back to the same well where you eventually run out of water, and people now are increasingly, as you say, expecting another move by the Fed because it's really, and he more to the point, Ben Bernanke's the only adult left in the room. The others are pointing fingers at each other, et cetera. But what if it doesn't do the trick?
Well, I think for right now, Ben could print even more. I think at enough money printing now, it will work. You're absolutely right. I don't think it'll have the same effect it had last year. And I can guarantee if he has to do this again in another year, it won't have much effect at all. So you're absolutely right. I think we're getting near the end, but I don't think we're at the end yet.
You know, Bob, the one thing that troubles me, and I don't mean this to sound callous, I would have hoped this would have been a drug addict wake-up moment, that once we got downgraded, say what you will of S&P and whether it was the one to downgrade, now we're doing the accuse the accuser thing. That doesn't shock me. That's politics. But far from waking us up, even the follow-up, sell-up from this has not changed Washington's ways or the finger-pointing or our resolve to address these problems. Far from it. We've actually retreated to our positions. That's what troubles me most.
I think you're absolutely right. We're blaming the messenger. If you focus on S&P, you're blaming the messenger and not the message. I mean, bottom line, in my mind, this is a lightning bolt in front of the storm. It should be a wake-up call to tell us that this problem is not our children's problem. This is our problem.
Well put, Bob. Always good seeing you under any circumstances. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Neil.
All right, when everyone's running scared, who is...